Hello guys and welcome back to the Carzy world. I am Vinamra Agarwal reviewing you the all new Ford Figo, which is not all new but some minor tweaks and BS6 compliant engine has been updated. So without any further delay, let's start with the review. So you can see the front look is same as before, and this grille looks very nice and very appealing. It gives you a very premium feel due to the greyish and silver chrome inserts, which look quite nice. Here it's the big fat Ford logo, which is quite a bit good, and here you get the halogen fog lamps and with the yellow bulb of course, and I prefer yellow bulbs because they are good in visibility as compared to the LED ones, but that's your personal preference as well. So below, if you see, you don't get a fog lamps in this variant, and the bumper is quite well laid out. It is similar. The bumper is similar as to the upper or a more expensive car by the Ford, which is Ford Freestyle, so that you can see the bumper. And not much of a change. Let's open the hood and tell you how it is. So this is the petrol variant we are showing you, and in this you get a 96 PS of power and 119 Newton meters of torque, while if you take the diesel you will get 100 PS of power with 215 Newton meters of torque, which is quite good, and torque directly affects you to the pickup. And talking about the engine bay, nothing to talk much about it in this segment. That's how you are going to get the engine bay, not coverings and all, but that's quite fine, you can expect in this segment. And here's no insulation, which you also expect from this car, so no issues with that. But the cabin is well insulated. The side profile of the car, the alloys have been changed, and these alloys are one of my favorite alloys in the market, and the grey plus silver finish makes it quite good. The alloy wheels are diamond and all, so yeah, the overall size of the measurement of the wheel is 195/15 R15. These are 15 inches tire, as you can see, and in the upper variant also you will get 15 inches. So yeah, talking about the fender, you don't get the indicators out here, you get it on the ORVMs, which are quite a good feature. These are not foldable electrically from inside, and if you see overall, the car looks quite decent, well designed, and not much of those crease and cuts and those fancy things. It is decent enough, and simplicity, and as I said, simplicity lies with the best. New update, you don't get a wiper or the defogger out here in this particular variant. You will get in the upper variant. You still get rear parking sensors but no parking cameras on offer. I think that is okay for me, and in this is a small car and you hardly need a rear view camera out here, but the sensors are okay, and nothing much of a design to talk because the design is as same as before. Very pleasing to eyes to everyone. So let's check out the boot. Boot is 257 liters. You don't get a full size spare wheel. It is 175 and 65 R14 14 inches. So as you know, I am not fitting out here, so kidnapping won't be something and I won't recommend that also. So yeah, the boot is adequate for small journeys as well. You will get a parcel tray out here. Talking about the loading lip is quite high, as you can see. It is, so yeah, loading is, and slip is low, so you won't find much of an issue in loading and unloading the stuff. So that's it about the boot. The keys of the car, and you don't get a passive entry in Figo. You get in a Freestyle, and yeah, the thing is quite okay, and if you want to unlock, you can unlock it by the keys only, lock, unlock, and this is a boot. Talking about the door, driver side door, you get a good amount of storage out here for the bottle, and 1 liter bottles won't be an issue out here, and hard plastic, which you can expect in this segment. And this is the cool feature, you can just lock and unlock by pressing out here, which is again a quite nice. All 4 power windows you can see, and piano black inserts have been given out here. The mirror are adjustable but not foldable from inside. So yeah, and here you get some fabric upholstery in this armrest, which is quite a nice feature I expected, and the weight of the door is also quite nice. So, coming inside the car, the seats are quite nice, and they are very appealing, very comforting. No problem with the underside support out here. Underside support is one of the best in this segment, and I am approximately 5'10", so you can see there is never, and it cannot be an issue in this price bracket, the leg support or anything. So yeah, the back support is also quite nice. The bolstering are quite nice, they will hold you very nicely, and overall it is a quite comfortable. Talking about the interiors of the car, you see the same stuff there, the same speedometer with the analog RPM meter and all those stuff, quite kind basic of a thing. And now in this particular variant, the Ford have removed the touch screen and of those stuff which they could have, but to make the car quite affordable, they did it for a cause. to make the car affordable for the customer, which is quite okay. And yeah, these are kind of basic in the 2020. And here you don't also get a climate control out here, you get manual, which this is the second top variant. So yeah, no comments on that. Here you get a 12-volt charging socket out here, a rubberish pad for your phone, and even a plus size phone like an S20 Plus won't be an issue out here. And the gear lever is okay, no the leather wrap steering wheel or something that of sort. So yeah, as you can see, no armrest on offer. The handbrakes are quite okay. Here you get a chrome kind of finish, 2 cup holders out here, some more stuff for your coin or something maybe you can hold. And here you get a bit of a holder for a bottle or glass for the rear passengers as well. And here the glove box remains the same out here, small glove box, able to store some of your booklets out here. And you get airbags out here. So yeah, you get manual dimming and lighting for the IRVMs. You get mirrors out here, and you don't get a mirror out here ticket holder, which you can expect in this segment. And yeah, the bulbs you get are yellow, and here are also the roof is quite okay, 2 airbags. That's all to talk about. The visibility from the mirror is also quite adequate. So that's what I appreciate. You know the party trick for this car? Press the button here, unlocks the hidden storage space, which is again a very nice touch. And here you can set up your Ford My Talk, which is you can as you don't have a touch screen, you can set up your own navigation from the phone and connect to the multimedia and then set it up out here. So that is quite a good feature out here. And here is a dedicated storage kind of thing for your phone also, so that you can set up your navigation, as you can see. So yeah, the rear seat of the car, and the front seat are adjustable according to my driving positions. And here, after all, the space is quite good, scooped out seat back, which increases the leg space. And below the footroom is also quite nice, which you rarely see in the car. Again, stretch below the front seat also, again a very nice touch. Under the support, a better under the support could have been expected, but it's okay. No rear armrest, adjustable headrest, that's a cool thing. And overall the visibility of the cabin is quite okay. And yeah, the windows are quite big, and headrest won't be an issue as they are adjustable, and no rear AC vents, which you can also expect from this car.